Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about secret doors. Something you can do to make your stuff a little bit more secure and less visible to prying eyes. So we have a little hut here. There's not much to it. As you can see, there's no real obvious sign that there's anything special about this hut at all. No exposed redstone, no particular buttons. We come in here, there's armor stands, a couple of barrels of stuff in it, furnace, and that's about it. But, like all good bases, all the good stuff is hidden. And the way we get to that is using our secret key. We put our key in here, see it immediately disappears and is moved over to this barrel and opens the entrance to our valuable stuff. And then we can close it again from down here. In order to change the process, we just press the button again, up we come, put our key back in, and the door closes. So how does this all work? Well, it's quite simple really. It comes in two parts. The first part is the key lock itself. So the key lock itself is two barrels, a hopper to bring the key down, and droppers to send the key up. The bottom hopper points into the bottom dropper, the upper hopper points into a block it can't feed into, so in this case the comparator. This comparator feeds into a block to power this signal, which is compared from the signal from this compost and fed into this dropper. By feeding the signal to the dropper, it also locks the hopper. This compost has a signal level of 1, which is simply done by creating a compost and putting seeds into it until the compost raises 1 level. Then to make the lock useful, we just take an output line from the second dust onto a 3-tick repeater. The only other thing to do now is to create the item filter. So if we take some keys and some cobblestone, we simply fill the cobblestone up and then into the barrel put all of the keys. And the reason we do this is as the system activates, it's going to filter the correct level. So we'll see it start activating now. And as soon as we start seeing keys coming here, we know that it's filtered through, so we can take the remaining keys from there, And the reason we do this is we do need some keys here, but depending on where you put it, block boundaries and so forth, you will always get an extra key here, but you may get an extra key in one of these two dispensers. Droppers, I mean. And that's about it. Now we have a system where if we put one key in, you're going to see the light go on and then off again. And you know, if we accidentally put lots of keys in, it's still one off and one on. And we always get our keys back. So we'll just prime this system over here as well. And I will demonstrate the way we can hook this to an actual door. I'm only going to add about 22, maybe a couple of extra. We'll let that filter through. Now what we've done on this side is we've taken our repeater, we fed it into a piston holding a observer to make a very simple rising edge detector. That feeds into this piston, and all that happens is when that piston fires, because it's a single pulse, it leaves the block there when it retracts, and then we'll pick it up when we reverse the process. And that's about it. Redstone dust, piston, observer, sticky piston, lock. I hope this will be useful to you. I found it very useful in my bases. I've got children I play on the server with, and keeping all the valuable stuff out of sight has proven to be very worthwhile. Thank you for watching.